Welcome back, Tracks Fans Global. We're here again to look at the Diamond League, and this time, all roads lead to Rome. So, for the few moments, I want you to focus your attention right here as we break down the results, the thrills, the spills, the excellent, the magnificent. So, stay with me. And please remember to like, comment, share, because that's how these videos reach the masses, and we need it to reach the masses. So let's go. Now the first event that we want to look at is the women's 200 meters, and it's the same storyline as what it has been for the past 4 Diamond Leagues. Anavia Battle continue to come out number 1, and in Rome she take the 200 victory, running 22.53 seconds ahead of the informed Brit Amy Hunt and the legend herself from Ivory Coast, Marie Jose Talou Smith, who ran a season's best 22.75 seconds. Like number 4, Mackenzie Long of the United States, who boasts a personal best of sub 22, but so far this year she has not been running up to the kind of standard that we have known and that she is capable of. Women's 1500 meters, was another hot one. Ely of Ireland take the top spot, running 3 minutes 59.17 seconds, a season's best, ahead of Sarah Billings of Australia, who run 3 minutes 59.24 seconds, a personal best, ahead of her countrywoman Abby Caldwell, who run 3 minutes 59.32 seconds, a personal best. So the Aussies, number 2 and number 3, looking good. So far this year, the women's 1500 meters have been looking stellar and remarkable. We're still looking forward to see Faith Kipyegon take on the 1500 meters. It was last year that she decimated the women's 1500 meter world record, running sub 3 minutes 50. She ran 3 minutes 49 plus. Very impressive. So we're still looking forward to see her. But congratulations to the winners here in Rome. Women's 5000 meters see Beatrice Chebet taking off where she left off, over there in the Rabat Diamond League. In the Rabat Diamond League, Chebet rewrote the all-time list for the 3000 meters, running 8 minutes 11.56 seconds to be number 2 on that list. Here in Rome, she would continue. She ran 14 minutes 3.69 seconds, meet record, world leading and national record, and number 2 of all times. So she is on the verge of creating history, because she could possibly be the first woman to run 5,000 meters in under 14 minutes. When you watch the first part of this 5,000 meter race, it seems as if she was so easy, calm and composed. But the last half, she finished like a runaway train, saying that she had a lot more in the tank, saying that she could possibly in the future challenge that 14 minutes mark. It would be historical. It would be excellent, out of this world performance, and we would be blessed to see it take place. Second was Elu, who ran 14 minutes 19.33 seconds, personal best, and Batocletti of Italy ran 14 minutes 23.15 seconds, a national record and personal best. So this speed overall, in time passing to run 14 minutes 24.86 like Segai of Ethiopia run, who she's the current world record holder, would be a good time. But the way Chebet has been running, no time is safe, right? And she hoped to continue that into the World Championship. Antoinette Knight of Jamaica take the women's 400-meter hurdles, running 53.67 seconds, a season's best, ahead of Italy's Florenzo, who ran 54.21 seconds, finished ahead of Rochelle Clayton of Jamaica, 54.31 seconds, all season's best for the top 4 athletes right there. Now, based on how Antoinette Knight is running, right? Antoinette Knight is like world number 3 right now, behind Sydney McLaughlin, Levron, Femke Ball, right? So she's doing good, and she would hope to continue this form going over into the World Championship and possibly can run at 52 seconds over there, which would be very good. Something that Jamaica would welcome to see. Now, pole vault for women, it was Sandy Maris of the USA who won, jumping 4.80 meters to finish ahead of Roberta Bruni, who jumped 4.65 meters. Right, and in third place was Gabriela Leon of the USA, jumping 4.65 meters. The discus throw for women was a Valerie Allman show. It is come to be expected of her that when she turns up in the women's discus, she's gonna dominate. And dominate she did in Rome. All top 3 marks come in the 5th round of the competition. Allman throwing 69.21 meters. Yami Perez of Cuba threw 66.63 meters. And Netherlands Van Klinken throws 65.77 meters, all in the 5th round, right? If there's one person that is pretty much holding the gold medal around their neck for the World Championship, that person seems to be Valerie Allman. She's so dominant. But track and field is very unforgiving. And that's why we have the meets. That's why we run the races. So she have to turn up in September and win that championship if she want to be seen as the world champion for 2025. Triple jump for women. Shanika Ricketts continue her undefeated run this season. She has won the Diamond League already. She has won in Zagreb, and now she's winning here in Rome, jumping 14.64 meters, season's best, to finish ahead of Hernandez Perez, 14 meters 46, and Tia Lafond of Dominica was in third, jumping 14.30 meters. So Shanika Ricketts pretty much win that triple jump from round 1. It was in round 1 she jumped 14.64 meters, and Perez respond in the third round, jumping 14.46 meters. On the men's side, the 100 meters was greatly anticipated, as always, but today there was a different reason why it was widely anticipated. Trayvon Bromell, after almost 3 years of not getting to compete because of injuries, he was set to run in the Rome Diamond League. And boy did he run. In Rome, he take the 100 meters, running 9.84 seconds, a world leading, and thus his second time for this year. Now Trayvon Bromell running 9.84 seconds, bring up a few scenarios. Noah Lyles is the world champion, so he has a bye to the world championship. Now, in order to make the US team, then there's 3 more spots remaining. Trayvon Bromell is running good. Kenny Bednarek has run 9.86, second fastest time in the world this year. Now, that third spot is gonna be hard to make, right? So if Trayvon Bromell remain healthy, then he can be in the conversation, right, to win the world championship this year, right? It was very emotional, this run from him, because he has been out so long. He has been struggling with injuries. Almost all of his professional career, he has been struggling with injury, at least 70%. So to see him back in this sort of a shape, right, it would be very emotional for him, and I'm sure the fans are looking forward to see what he will do for the remainder of the season. Now in the 400 meter for men, it went right to the line. The Olympic champion Quincy Hall take the victory ahead of Zekete Nene of South Africa. All ran 44.22 seconds ahead of Nene's 44.23 seconds. Only a single tenth separated both. Kebina Chebet of Botswana continue to be very consistent, running around at 44.5 in multiple races this season, right? In this field, we also see Kirani James. He has been running 44.9s all season. Fernand Norwood, 44.8s. So I'm sure some of these athletes, their preparation are not where it should be right now. But last year, they turned up big time in the Olympics. Multiple athletes run under 44 seconds. So I expect them to go faster, significantly faster. Men's 1500 meters was fire, and it went to Azzedine Abs of France, running 3 minutes 29.72 seconds. He finished ahead of Timothy Chariot, 3 minutes 29.75 seconds. And in third was Morocco, Anas Asahi, who ran 3 minutes 30.74 seconds, a personal best. In fourth of Germany was Farken, who ran 3 minutes 30.80, a national record. And Pilstrom of Sweden came in fifth, running 3 minutes 30.87 seconds, national record. And as you come down the page, season's best, national record, personal best, right? The page is literally filled with them, showing that this was a high quality 1500 meters, so much so that every man in this race ran faster than the winner of the Grand Slam track, who won the race in 3 minutes 34 seconds, and that was Josh Kerr. Now in the 110 meter hurdles, Joseph of Switzerland opened the season with a bang, running 13.14 seconds, running the exact time as Cardell Tinch, who came in second, 13.14 seconds. Now Cardell Tinch, he is the world leader. He has already run 12.87 seconds, right? Down there in 8 was Omar McLeod of Jamaica. For the past years, he has been having a rough time on the track and field scene, right? Sometimes injuries and otherwise, right? But he's open to go further down and to run some good times and represent Jamaica at the World Championship. Number 4 there on the list was Orlando Bennett. He ran 13.29 seconds, season's best. And as far as Orlando Bennett look, he's like number 2 right now in Jamaica, behind Rashid Broadbell. Now, high jump for men finally seem as if it's taking off, right? The Korean Superman, Woo, take the victory, jumping 2.32 meters to finish ahead of Ukraine's Dorashuk, who jumped 2.30 meters. In third was the Jamaican Romain Bedford, who jumped 2.26 meters. And there's something interesting, is that Jamaica is actually having good high jumpers. In time past, Jamaica had a jumper called James Beckford, very good in the triple jump. Alright, I think as far as I know, he still holds the Jamaican triple jump record, 17.92 meters. Right? And I think he could high jump too. So Jamaica has 2 high jumpers that are doing well. The shot put for men, the indoor champion Tom Walsh of New Zealand take the victory, throwing in the first round 21.89 meters. In second was Italian's Zane Weir, who threw 21.67 meters in the fifth round, and in third was Rajendra Campbell of Jamaica, who in the fifth round threw 21.64 meters. Now Kovacs finishing fourth, 21.59 meters, which he threw in the third round. In Rabat, the winner of the shot put competition threw 21.97 meters, and that person was the American Arthur Payton, who finished in sixth place, and he had finished just ahead of Rajendra Campbell, who had thrown 21.95 meters. In the men's long jump, the winner was Liam Adcock of Australia, who jumped 8.34 meters, personal best, to finish ahead of the Italian Ferralani, who jumped 8.13 meters. In third was the Greek Superman Tentaklou, who jumped 8.10 meters. So that's all the results of what take place in the Golden Gala Rome Diamond League, the fifth stop on the series, and the next stop will be Oslo in Norway, which I know is going to be a spectacular staging also. So that's all for the results of the Rome Diamond League. Now all I want from you guys is for you to share your thoughts down in the comment section. Let me know the athletes that you're looking forward to see most in the season. Right? Let me know who will perform well in the World Championship. Let us know who had performed poorly in the Diamond League right here. Just blow up the comment section. Right? So from this time until next time, I'm out.